Hello and welcome to Onward Gaming Adventures. My name is Ricky and today I'm bringing you a different CSGO video. I'm going to be doing some commentary over some of my deathmatch gameplay footage, whatever. And I'm not going to be reacting to the nastiest girl in the world or some leafy shit like that. I'm going to be talking about something that's been on my mind that I was actually discussing with some people on Reddit. And without further ado, let's get in it. So today I'm going to be talking about force buys. What is a force buy? So a force buy is when you're on either CT or T side and you don't really have enough money to do a full buy, but you have enough money to maybe buy an SMG and armor or a pistol armor, and you could potentially win a round out of it. So that's what a force buy is, and I want to specifically talk about force buys after losing the pistol round. So once you win a pistol round, no matter what side you're on, you're going to buy some Gs and scouts and armor, whatever. But if you lose the pistol round, should you force buy? Alright, so let's start with T side. Now, as you all know, everyone knows the term Rec 9. The Tech 9 is called a Rec 9 for a reason. It's a really, really powerful pistol at only $500. So if you lose pistol round and you buy 5 Tech 9s and full armor on anyone, you're pretty much set to win the round, basically. Doing any push with Tech 9 and armor on any site, for example, B site Mirage, B site Cache, anything like that is really hard for the CTs to actually defend because you have 5 Tech 9s rushing you that are one hit headshot if you're like a medium to close range, and that can do a hell of a lot of damage. So T side, it's pretty much, you know, you always force buy. It's in the meta. If you watch pros, basically most of the time they always force buy T side. On T side, weapons are less expensive. The AK-47 is 2.7k, while the M4, either A4 or A1S on CT side, are 3.1k. So they're a lot more expensive on CT side, and T side everything's pretty cheap, so it's a lot easier to get money. On CT side is a little bit different. Force buy after losing pistol round is always a toss-up because sometimes it can work if you play your cards right, and sometimes it might not. But what you can do is, assuming you get no kills, you have 1.5k, so you have $1,550. And with that, you can buy a 5.7 in armor or a P250, a flash in armor, something like that. And so having 5 CTs with pistol and armor can be pretty deadly. However, on second round, guaranteed, it's pretty much guaranteed that Ts will rush something, because setting up defaults on second round is like kind of hard because you have SMGs. And if, for example, all 5 CTs rush mid or on any site like on Cache or something, and there's only one T member with an SMG watching mid, then he'll have a difficult time because he won't be able to kill them all. So that's why it's harder to set up defaults on T side second round instead of just rushing something. So there's a higher chance of T side actually rushing something, so CTs will have a harder time because there's usually only 2 CTs on one site. So whenever you force buy, there's 2 options on CT side. You can, well, actually there's 3. You can play a default 2-1-2, which might get you killed pretty easily because you only have 2 CTs on one site defending it against basically all 4 or 5 Ts rushing. Or you can do a stack, so you can put like 4 CTs on one site and 1 on the other site just to get info, so that if all 5 Ts do rush the site that you're on, you're pretty prepared to defend yourself and defend the site. And last option is actually full 5-man rush, or 4-man, whatever. So you get all the CTs, as I said before, all CTs rush mid, and in case the Ts did set up a default, it's actually pretty good because you at least get 1 kill the guy who's watching whatever you're rushing, because all 5 of them, unless you're standing straight in a line, it's really hard to kill all of you. So during the force buy on second round, there can be 1 player actually saving completely, buying only P250, if that, completely saving for the op on fourth round, which could actually be very useful. However, you don't want more than 1 person saving for an op, because then you only have 3 people that force bot, and that kind of just ruins the whole force buy strat, because you only have 3 CTs that are able to defend themselves compared to 2 guys that have USPS or P250 and no armor that can get aim punched really easily. If you don't force buy, however, you can all save. Now, it's not in your best interest to not buy anything at all, so just keep USPSs. It's better to just at least upgrade your pistol, usually a P250. A 5.7 is a little bit too expensive. It's $500, while the P250 is $300. So it's better to just buy P250s, and again, if you're saving for an op, might not even buy anything just because you're saving, might as well. But buy a P250, and then you probably will lose that round because you're going to get aim punched to shit and not get any kills, basically. If you magically win that round, then third buy you can buy SMGs. Third round, sorry. Third round, you can buy SMGs. And the T sides will be forcing, probably. So you have to be ready for that. But if you don't win that round, third round, you're still going to be saving. Obviously, because you won't have made enough money to buy fully. So buy P250s again, third round. And then fourth round, you actually have a lot of money. So you can buy an op, buy full nades, armor, M4s, everything you want. Now, the question is, both seem like pretty good options. They look like viable options. Which one should I do? Now, it's really up to the person that's calling, the IGL. Sure, in matchmaking, there's no really an IGL, but it's important for someone to call. So if someone calls a force buy, it's in your best interest to force buy with them so that there's not like 3 people buying and 2 people saving. I've seen a lot of times where people just don't follow the calls and then they have way more money and they could have won the round if they had bought, but they didn't and stuff like that. So if someone calls a force buy, you should probably force buy unless you're saving for an op. And if you're saving for an op, call that. Make sure you say that so that people understand that you're saving for an op. Now, another viable option, which I found in matchmaking, as you can see in my videos, is the Zeus. So I know it's not a weapon that you can do a lot of damage with, but it's really good on damaging the T-side eco if you're on CT side and lose pistol round. So all you need is a Zeus, and you can just hide in a corner and just get one Zeus kill. And it's $200 just to buy one, so it's less than a P250. And you get to completely kill one T player, unless you hit him for like 97, which is fucking bullshit. But other than that, you get to completely kill one T-side player, which is really useful. Now, because if you'd be saving, you would buy a P250 only and no armor. So it's a lot harder to get a kill with no armor because of all the aim punch. So Zeus is actually a viable option. You can see in my highlights that I actually use them a lot. And sometimes they're for fun, but sometimes I actually use them just to save. But other than that, yeah, so make sure you know what your IGL is calling. Make sure you follow what your IGL is saying, because it's important not to have skewed economy within the team. If everyone saves, you save too. If everyone buys, you buy too, unless you're saving for an op and you call that. Always make sure you call what you're doing. And with that, I'll send you guys packing with some more knowledge. Tell me what you guys think in the description below. Tell me if you agree with me. Tell me if you disagree with me. What you think about force buying, which one you prefer doing. I personally love force buying second round CT side. I just really like the 5.7. So yeah, definitely leave a comment. As I said before, a like and a subscription. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.